Ladies and gentlemen, picture this: a world where our thoughts, emotions, and even our behaviors are subtly influenced, not by the people around us, but by unseen algorithms designed to capture our attention. This isn't the plot of a dystopian novel. It's the reality we navigate daily as explored in Max Fisher's compelling book, So the Chaos Machine, the inside story of how social media rewired our minds and our world. Now, I know what you're thinking. So what? Another critique of social media. Haven't we heard it all before? But Fisher doesn't just rehash familiar arguments. He takes us on a global journey, uncovering how platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube have not only reshaped our interactions, but have also had profound and sometimes devastating impacts on societies worldwide. The allure of the algorithm. Let's start with a simple question. Why do we find ourselves endlessly scrolling through our feeds, often at the expense of sleep, productivity, or real-world interactions? Fisher delves into the psychological mechanisms at play, revealing that social media platforms exploit our brain's reward system. Each notification, like or comment, triggers a release of dopamine, reinforcing the behavior and keeping us coming back for more. This design isn't accidental. It's a calculated strategy to maximize user engagement and consequently advertising revenue. But the implications go beyond mere distraction. By prioritizing content that elicits strong emotional reactions, be it joy, anger, or outrage, these platforms inadvertently promote sensationalism over substance. This not only distorts our perception of reality, but also fosters division, as users are more likely to engage with content that aligns with their existing beliefs and biases. Echo chambers and the erosion of discourse. One of the most insidious effects Fisher highlights is the creation of echo chambers. As algorithms curate our feeds based on past interactions, we become enveloped in a bubble of homogeneity, exposed predominantly to viewpoints that mirror our own. This reinforcement breeds polarization as opposing perspectives become increasingly alien and at times vilified. Consider the rise of conspiracy theories and misinformation. In a well-functioning marketplace of ideas, such notions would be challenged and debunked. However, within the confines of an echo chamber, they flourish unchecked, gaining traction and legitimacy among like-minded individuals. Fisher illustrates this phenomenon with real-world examples, demonstrating how social media has amplified fringe movements and, in some cases, translated online rhetoric into offline action, from virtual to reality. The tangible consequences. The power of social media to influence real-world events cannot be overstated. Fisher provides a chilling account of how Facebook played a role in the genocide of the Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. Misinformation and hate speech spread rapidly on the platform, inciting violence and contributing to a humanitarian crisis. Similarly, he examines how YouTube's recommendation algorithms have propelled individuals toward extremist content, fostering radicalization. These cases underscore a critical point. The digital realm is not a separate entity from the physical world. The interactions and content we engage with online have profound implications, influencing behaviors, shaping public opinion, and, as Fisher compellingly argues, destabilizing societies. The psychological toll beyond societal impacts. The Chaos Machine delves into the personal, examining how social media affects our mental health. The curated nature of online personas fosters unrealistic comparisons, leading to feelings of inadequacy and anxiety. The constant barrage of information, much of it negative or distressing, contributes to stress and a sense of helplessness. Fisher's exploration serves as a reminder that while these platforms offer connection, they can also engender isolation and discontent. Marketing in the age of social media now, as someone deeply entrenched in the world of marketing, I couldn't help but reflect on the implications Fisher's insights have for our field. You know, social media has revolutionized marketing, offering unprecedented access to consumers and data. However, Fisher's critique prompts a necessary introspection. You know, it's at what cost are we capturing attention? The strategies employed by social media platforms to maximize engagement, leveraging psychological triggers, creating addictive experiences, and promoting sensational content, mirror tactics used in marketing to drive consumer behavior. As marketers, we must grapple with the ethical considerations of these approaches. Are we contributing to the chaos by prioritizing engagement over well-being? How can we harness the power of these platforms responsibly, ensuring that our messages inform and empower rather than manipulate and exploit? A call for conscious engagement. The Chaos Machine doesn't just diagnose the problem, it also calls for solutions. Fisher advocates for greater accountability from tech companies, urging them to prioritize ethical considerations over profit. He also emphasizes the role of regulation in mitigating the harms of social media. But perhaps most importantly, the book serves as a call to action for us, the users. It encourages a more conscious engagement with social media, urging us to be aware of the psychological mechanisms at play and to take control of our digital consumption. By curating our feeds, seeking diverse perspectives, and setting boundaries, we can mitigate some of the adverse effects these platforms have on our minds and societies. Conclusion. In conclusion, Max Fisher's The Chaos Machine is a compelling exploration of the profound impact social media has on our psychology and society. It challenges us to reflect on our digital habits, the structures that shape them, and the broader implications for our world. As we navigate this digital landscape, let's strive for a balance that leverages the benefits of social media without falling prey to its pitfalls. Let's champion marketing practices that respect and uplift consumers. And above all, let's remain vigilant, questioning the systems that seek to influence us and advocating for a digital world that serves humanity, not the other way around. Thank you. Thank